seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers opening up the playoffs at home against the 5 seed Washington Wizards. The much anticipated playoff debut of LeBron James. First quarter, his first shot. It's an air ball, but it can only go uphill from here, right? Later in the first, Jared Jeffries, a 6'11" two-guard. He finished with 15 points in the game. Washington led early. Later in the first, it's LeBron James. He led the NBA this year in three-point plays with 79. Here's another one. He had 13 points in that first quarter after one. Cavs by 11. Second quarter, Donyell Marshall, three-ball, corner pocket. He's been in the playoffs twice. He's never made it out of the first round. The Cavs led by 15. Later in the second, Caron Butler. He was just 4 of 14 from the floor. That cut the Cavs' lead to 10. Later in the second, it's LeBron. A little Oscar, a little Jerry West, a little Michael Jordan. He had 19, 5, and 7 in the first half. Here's Usher in the mix, the part owner of the Cavaliers. At the half, Cavs by 14. Third quarter, it's Zydrunas Ilgauskas. He finished with 10 points as the Cavs led by 18. Later in the third, Antonio Daniels. He has that championship ring with the Spurs. He was 6 of 6 from the floor. Cavs led by 12. And then it's LeBron dishing and finding Flip Murray right at the rim. After three, Cavs in control, 74-57. Fourth quarter, Gilbert Arenas, just the right amount of grease on the joystick. He had 17 points in the final frame, but too much Cleveland. Donyell Marshall again, 19 points off the bench. He had 7 boards. The lead was 85-68 for the Cavs. And then it's more LeBron. You can dunk all you want. LeBron finished this game with a triple-double in his playoff debut. 32 points, 11 assists, 11 rebounds, his 10th career triple-double, and the Cavs lead this series 1-0, winning this ball game.
Follow up his Game 1 performance in Game 2 against the Wizards. Cleveland up 1-0 in this first-round series. First quarter, LeBron inside, drives through, count that, +1. He had 11 first-quarter points. Later, it's Drew Gooden. He had a huge ball game for the Cavs. Gets the rebound and puts it right back in. Cleveland up 23-8. But Gilbert Arenas and Caron Butler rescue the Wizards. Arenas beating the first quarter buzzer, and later Butler on the outside draining the three. The two combined on a 20-2 run to take a 1-point lead. Later it's Gooden inside, another board and another putback. He had a career playoff high, 24 points. As for LeBron, stealing the inbounds, drives through, and the floater goes for King James. 1-point Cleveland lead at the break. Third quarter, LeBron, give him the continuation, the slam and the foul for LeBron. Not finished, the alley-oop slam from Eric Snow. LJ had 26 points. The crowd loves it. However, they don't love this. Gilbert Arenas draining the three. He had 30. Cleveland led by 2 after 3 in the fourth. More from the visitors. Antoine Jamison, count that for 3 points. He had 21, tied the game at 68. Later, it's Caron Butler. He'd foul out later, but in this contest, he was huge. Three-pointer goes for Butler. He had 21 as well. But the game's fatal mistake was LeBron. He had 10 turnovers, and Arenas capitalizes, and the foul. Wizards up by 8. Billy Thomas, a reserve, had a chance to put Washington up big, but he misses 2 free throws. The Cavs a chance to tie with a 3. LeBron works it inside to Anderson Varejao, but it's stolen by Arenas. The steal ices it. Arenas and the Wizards, a Game 2 winner, 89-84. Game 3 between LeBron James and the Cavaliers taking on the Wizards. In the first quarter, Larry Hughes driving through. He'll miss, but Drew Gooden there to put it right back in. Washington held the early lead. How about Caron Butler? Coast to coast through the lane. Butler gets it to drop after one. Washington leading by 7. And on the charge, it's Butler spinning past LeBron. Are you kidding me? Take another look. Caron Butler on fire. 1 of 4 in double figures in the first half for the Wizards. But LeBron would have his way. The steal and the drive for the stuff. 22 first half points for James. Washington's lead, though, was 10. And Butler adds to it, pulling up and knocking down the J. He had 12 in the first half. 8-point Wizards lead at the break. The Cavs fight back in the third. LeBron backing down Gilbert Arenas for the 2, and later Zydrunas Ilgauskas. It just gets to him past Brendan Haywood. After 3, we're tied at 71 to the fourth, and Arenas cutting through. A great feed by Butler, and count that for Arenas. Washington up by 4. Later, Arenas the crossover and the drive for the two. Washington up by 2 possessions. However, LeBron and the Cavs with an answer. Knifing through, King James finally gets it to go, cuts the lead to 1. But Arenas with an answer. Into the lane, off glass again, and the foul. He scored 34. Not done yet, though, was LeBron. Watch this. The tough layup hangs and still gets it to drop. He had 41. Take another look. Is there any amount of gravity that LeBron can't handle? One last chance for Washington, down by 1. And, of course, you go to Arenas. Wide open. What a look. But the 3 misses, and the Cavs on the road escape with a 97-96 win. First road
in
playoff.
Game 4 of their Eastern Conference Series in our nation's capital. LeBron James and his teammates look to go up 3-1 with a victory. James goes right to work, floating around the screen and stepping up to drain the perimeter jumper. Then James squares up on Jared Jeffries and pulls up to hit the long-range bomb. Then, still in the first quarter, Anderson Varejão comes up with the steal and feeds a trailing James for the scoop lay-in. James scores 18 in the first period when Cleveland goes ahead 27-26 in the second. James drives down the lane and spins past Michael Ruffin for the acrobatic lay-in. But Gilbert Arenas counters. He passes the ball off to Antawn Jamison, and he sinks the triple. Jamison with 18 points in the first half. Cavs in transition. Flip Murray dishes to Donyell Marshall, who misses the lay-in. But LeBron is there for the putback, and at the half, Cleveland leads by 11, 57-46. They would lead by as many as 13 in the game, but in the third quarter, the Wizards make their comeback. Antonio Daniels swings it over to Caron Butler, who takes a dribble in and hits the trifecta. It caps a 9-2 Washington run. More from the home team. Gilbert Arenas comes up the court and sets up behind the arc to drop in the triple. Antawn Jamison finds Arenas again, this time in the corner in the fourth quarter. And Washington has a lead of 8. Gilbert Arenas drives down the wing and attacks the basket to hit the strong lay-in plus the foul. Then it's Caron Butler matched up one-on-one with Flip Murray on the outside before working him down low to hit the turnaround jump shot. Washington comes back from 13 down to win by 10, 106-96, and even the series with the Cavaliers at 2 games apiece. The Wizards and the Cavaliers in Cleveland. LeBron James and his teammates hoping a victory takes them to a 3-2 lead against the Wizards. James goes right to work as he jab steps, then pulls up and nails the jump shot. But Washington still led by 2 points at that point. Caron Butler going the other way, sends it to Gilbert Arenas, who steps up and connects on a three-pointer at the end of the first period. Washington leads 27-25. In the second quarter, Michael Ruffin gets it to Gilbert Arenas, who hits another tray. Washington builds a 5-point lead. But LeBron James counters on the block. He drains the tough fadeaway over Jared Jeffries. More from King James coming up. He dribbles around Antawn Jamison and lays it in, going past the defenders at the half. Cavaliers lead 52-51. Third quarter, Larry Hughes ahead of the break. Misses the lay-in, but LeBron elevates for the one-handed putback jam. Gilbert Arenas dribbles behind his back, pulls up, and sinks a triple. Washington regains the lead at 69-67. But Flip Murray blows by Antonio Daniels for the lefty lay-in, and at the end of 3 periods, Cleveland leads 85-81. In the fourth quarter, James again turns and hits another fadeaway jump shot, and Cleveland builds an 8-point lead at 93-85. But the Wizards battle back. Antawn Jamison misses the floater, but Caron Butler gets the board and the lay-in. And Cleveland's lead is down to 2. In the closing seconds, LeBron James turns the ball over. The Wizards go the other way with Caron Butler spinning into the lane for the lay-in. It ties the game at 107. But the Cavs have a chance to win it with time winding down. LeBron pulls up for the win, but the ball's off the iron, and we go to overtime. The game is tied at 107. Antonio Daniels kicks it out to Caron Butler for the Wizards. He goes into the block and gets the runner to go, plus the foul. It ties the game at 113. Gilbert Arenas takes it coast to coast here and goes in for the finger roll. He would finish with 44 points, a career playoff high for him. But with 3.9 seconds left, LeBron James gets the ball in, up, and for the victory. The Cavaliers take it 121-120. It's worth a second look. As the basket goes down, the Cavaliers claim the victory, and they go up 3-2 over the Wizards in the Eastern Conference playoffs. LeBron James and Gilbert Arenas greeting each other. Arenas and his teammates need a win to stay alive. We pick up action in the fourth quarter. Arenas pulls up and hits the 3-ball. It gives Washington a 6-point lead. LeBron James strikes right back with a 3 of his own, and that makes the score 97-94 Wizards. But later in the fourth quarter, Washington is up by 7. James passes to Donyell Marshall, who knocks down a 3 of his own. Washington's lead is 101-97. Then James drives baseline, goes through the defenders and lays it up and in. Washington's lead is down to 2 points at 101-99. After a Wizards free throw, Larry Hughes passes it to Flip Murray, who drives into the lane and hits the lay-in. It's a 1-point lead for the Wizards. The Cavs would take the lead on 2 Flip Murray free throws. Caron Butler then passes it to Gilbert Arenas, who drives baseline, misses the lay-in. That would have given his team the lead. But later, at the end of regulation, 5 seconds to go, Arenas from 28 feet, nothing but the bottom of the net. He would score 36 points in the game. Here's another look at that beautiful jump shot, and the ball going straight down. But there are still 2.3 seconds left in regulation. The ball inbounded here by the Cavaliers. It's stolen by Anton Jamison, but his desperation shot is off the mark. We go to overtime, tied at 107. LeBron James drives into the lane for the hoop and the harm. The Cleveland Cavaliers have a 3-point lead. Next, it's Gilbert Arenas. He drives and hits the jumper off glass. And Cleveland's lead is down to 1 point. The Wizards would take a lead on 2 Caron Butler free throws. Eric Snow for the Cavs tries to get it to Flip Murray in the corner, but throws the ball away. It looks like things are going the Wizards' way because Gilbert Arenas has 2 free throws to push the lead 2-3, but he misses the first. LeBron James says a little word of encouragement. We think not. The second one is also off the mark. And the lead stays at 1 point for Washington. James then passes to Larry Hughes, who gets it to Damon Jones. In the corner, Jones hits the long deuce. Cleveland is up by 1 point. Gilbert Arenas brings the ball up court, splits defenders, passes, and the shot is off the mark by Caron Butler. And the Cavaliers go ahead into the second round to face the Detroit Pistons with a 114-113 victory over the Wizards in Washington, D.C. The Cavaliers shooting 50.6% from the field in the game. The Wizards shooting 45.6%. Both teams knocked down 7 3-pointers in the game. The rest of the stats are fairly even. The Wizards pull down 45 rebounds